Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is May, and on today's tutorial I'll be showing you how I made this A-line gown with trumpet sleeves. Yes, it's a very easy way to make and achieve this gown, and if you're interested in learning how to do that, this video is simply for you. So keep on watching as I share on how I achieved this. So I folded it this way and I folded it again. That is unfold twice because I want to cut the front and the back together. So the next thing to do is to mark out my shoulder. I folded it this way. If you want it to be more flayed, yes, you can choose to extend the down part of this gown. So I will measure my shoulder divided by 2, that is 7.5, and I will add half an inch on this part, and this is it. I'll be running my shoulder markings on the second one. The first one I went up by half an inch for joining of the shoulders. So the next thing to do is to come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. Then the next thing to do is on that line I come in 3 inches, which is the neck width, and the neck depth is 3 inches too. So I'll mark it and connect the lines together just like I'm doing it now. So this is the center front. Remember, I'm cutting the front and the back. So coming to the back neck depth, I'm working with 1 inch. So I'll mark it out, connect the lines together. So I'll curve this. You can choose to use your French curve to do that if you can't do it this way. So on this line I'll come down by 8 inches, which is bust divided by 6 plus 1.5. On this line I'll mark out the shoulder line, so I'll make sure I have the correct lines together. Make sure while folding that your bust measurement, because you are working with your bust measurement on this particular gown, make sure your bust measurement, once you place your tape, it works very well. So on that same line, you're not going to have a bust line separately. You are working on this line, so you divide your bust divided by 4. I'm working with 9.5. Bust divided by 4 plus 1 inch for ease and 1 inch for sewing allowance. I will connect these lines together. On this line I will place my tape and divide 8 inches by 2. If I divide 8 inches by 2, whatever I have, I'll mark it out. I'll come in with half an inch, and this, mind you, this is for the front armhole. So I'll connect this. If you have your ruler, your French curve, you can use that to do this. Then for the back one, you connect it this way. So the next thing to do is to connect from your neck width to the 1 inch slope. Then again you come up on that slope by half an inch. Then you connect it to that first line you earlier marked out. I told you that is for the shoulder joining. In order not to have a shorter gown, do it this way. You place your tape here on the second one, not on that first one. On the second one, I'm working with the length of this gown is 40 inches, so I'll mark at 40. I don't know whether you'll be seeing this. Oh, so I'm marking at 40 inches round. If you're marking, you'll be taking your tape round. You're placing your tape the way I'm placing them now, especially on that top part. Mind you, is the way you fold this, that's how you get your flake. I will connect the lines together. I will connect it down to the other part. So this is what I have. Let me show this is what I have at this part. From this point, this is how it looks like. So this is it. So it's time to cut. First of all, you cut the back part. This gown is not going to have a zip. I'm going to open the back. It was going to have a slit at the back part. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Remember to cut the back armhole. Don't make any mistakes and cut the back armhole and the front together. First of all, cut the back armhole. So you can see that this one is the first line I drew, and I went up by half an inch, so I can use it to fold the shoulder, and I won't have a shorter gown. I'll use it to join the shoulders, and it will still be the same length as I wanted. You can see it, right? So the next thing to do is separate the back from the front. Check out the back part. Place it very well. Place it back very well. Then you cut it out. Once you're done cutting the neckline, you cut out the armhole line. Do this gently, don't rush. So this is the armhole line. So we are done cutting the front and the back parts. You see how easy it went. You saw how easy it went, right? So this is for the back. So this is for the back, this is for the back, and this is for the front. I hope you can see it very well. So you take the front part aside and come to the back part. This is going to have a slit at the back part. So here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come down by 6. Then I'll open it up. I went down by 6. This is the neckline. I went down by 6. I'll open it up. Get another fabric and you fold it like this. It should be on fold. Then you place your back part on it, just the way I did it now. You place your tape on this part. You mark out 3 inches. Then go to that part where you have slit, where your slit stopped. You mark it. Then you shift this part. You go down by 3 inches. The same measurement you have from here to here, you have from the slit down. So you outline the lines, just like I am doing it now. Use your check to do that. Mind you, this is where your slit stopped. Once you're done doing that, you connect this way. So this is how to cut it. So this is how to cut it. And you come to this part and open the slit. So this is how it's going to be. When you are sewing it, you place it this way. So this is all for the facing for the back. If you don't know how to cut a basic or standard sleeve, I will leave a link down below on how to do that. So once you're done doing that, you place your standard or basic sleeve on fold. Then you divide it into 3 equal parts or 4 equal parts, depending on how broad you would want your trumpet sleeve to be. So you slash it into 3 or 4 equal parts. You leave half an inch here. Then you use slash and spread method and achieve this. you leave half an inch here, then you slash it into 3 equal parts. I did mine 3 equal parts. So you determine the length of your sleeve, then you place the middle point there. All of these are on fold. You pin them down. The next thing to do is to spread it. So I used 3 inches distance to spread 3 of them. You can see here I used 3 inches to spread them. So once you're done doing that, use your ruler from here, you mark it down to the sleeve length. Once you're done doing that, you have to outline this part, then mark it down. So once you're done, this is what you will have. Then you use this to cut the second one, then you give it a notch here. So moving over to the collar, which is halter neck collar, you get your fabric and you fold it like so. You fold it this way, that's shoulder joining meeting the other, then the center front here and the back part this place. Then you measure out your lines. You measure it out from the center front down to the back, just this way. And what I have here is 9.25. You get your pattern paper and mark out 9.25. Mark it this way. You make a point here, you make a point here, then also make a point here. Then you use your ruler to line it. Once you're done doing that, you get this again. So once you're done drawing the line, so you get your fabric, measure from shoulder to the back part. What you have here, you keep it aside. Then you get the front part, measure from what you have here to the shoulder, where the shoulder is, the shoulder joining. I have 6 here and I have 6 for the front and 3.25 for the back. So what I'll do is I'll mark out 3.25. Here is 3.25, and I'll label this as B, which is the back. Then for the front one, I have 6. So this is it. So I'll label this as the front. So once you're done doing that, you come to this part, you go up by 0.75 or 1 inch depending on what you want. So once you're done doing that, you get your French curve, connect 0.75 to the other one, just like I did now. So from this point right here, I'll go up by 1.5 inch and I'll measure it down to this part, 1.5 inch all the way through. After doing that, you get your curved ruler and connect the lines together. So this is basically the band. Connect it together this way. So I've connected the lines together. Come down this way, do the same to this part, and this is the band. So you cut this out. So once you're done cutting out the band on the template, then you place the template on a folded fabric just this way. This is the center front. Then you add 1/2 inch all the way through, just like I did here, and then you cut it out. To have a firm band, I will use paper stay or gum stay to iron this part. So this is what I have here. Remember to notch the middle point So this is what I have. I'll use my paper stay or gum stay to iron this out. So you open up your fabric this way. This is the neckline. Then you get your sleeves, open it up this way too, get to the armhole. That notched part, you place it on the shoulder where you joined and use your pin to secure the lines. Half an inch. Remember, you're using half an inch to hold this down. So you pin it all the way through, left and right. Thank you for watching this video so far. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. And if you are new to this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, turn on post notification to get notified whenever I post new videos. So guys, I'm done fixing the sleeve and I'm done hemming the necessary part. I've hemmed this part, joined this part, seam the edges. Yes, I used half an inch on the sleeve and I used 1 inch for the gown, and I've seamed this part. So the next thing to do is to fix the band, and I've gone ahead to mark out the places I need to seam first before I bring it over here and use pin to pin them down. And I've also gone ahead to cut out this part, which will be the button holder. Yes, this is the button for the neck part, that place that has a slit. So the length of this is 3 inches and the width is 1.5. So I have to seam the upper part first. So the next thing to do is to mark out half an inch at this edge. Mark out half an inch, which you know you've already marked half an inch here. So you place this thing, the button holder, on this part, on that half an inch. Yeah, then you take it down and sew down like this. Sew this part and seam the other part too. So I've gone ahead to seam the left and right side, then placing my button holder on the preferred part I want it to be. So this is it. You turn it over to the right side, then we move over to sewing it on the gown. Remember to give this a press, but I'll go ahead and hold it down, sewing on top of this part. So you bring the band and notch the midpoint. You do the same to your gown. Get the front part, hold it shoulder to shoulder, and you notch the middle part also, so it will help you to join this. Turn your gown to the wrong side. Yes, then you place this way, the notched part, that's the right side facing the wrong side of the notched part. Hold it down at the midpoint, then you sew from the middle to the back side and you move over to this side too. Do not sew from back to back, sew from front to back. You separate it. You sew from left to the other side and the same thing to the other side. You have an even part. So if you can see this perfectly now, you see the fact that I joined from here to the back side. So I'll move over to joining from here to the other part. So this is the front. You turn it over this way, then you see it, so you use half an inch. You start from that middle, just the way you join the back part, you do it also to this part. Place it this way. So as you can see, I used pin to secure this part. It is not shaking in anywhere or moving from the necessary line it's supposed to be. Learn to secure every part, because I believe using your pin is one of the basic things you need to learn in sewing, because once you do that, everything is going to stand the way it's supposed to. So see the inside and see the front part. So I'll go ahead now and join this part. So guys, I'm basically done with this gown. I'm done sewing everything needed to be sewn, and I am going to sew the button. Yes, with a needle and thread. If you are new to this channel, do not forget to hit the subscribe button, like, share, ask questions if you have any, and I will kindly answer. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Do not forget to turn on post notification to get notified whenever I post new videos. Remember to share with your friends too, and thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.